Are you here with someone today? Are you mom? Come on up. You are mom.
I am.
Okay, thank you so much for coming.
Absolutely.
Mr. Patrick, you're charged with burglary of a motor vehicle. You are facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
Right out of the gate, this is a probable cause hearing, not a trial. The judge isn't deciding guilt yet, just whether there's enough here to keep the case alive. But pay attention. The tone of the judge early on often tells you how seriously this is about to go.
Judge, on April 7, 2025 in Harris County, Texas, officers were dispatched to a burglary of a motor vehicle call. The defendants were located and matched the description the complaining witness gave to the officers. The complaining witness stated defendants entered the vehicle and tried to steal it by breaking the ignition cover. The complaining witness stated her neighbor was leaving for work and it scared the defendants off. The defendants left a screwdriver in the motor vehicle. The complaining witness stated the ring camera caught the incident. The co-defendant was found to have 2 key fobs on his person.
This is where things start getting messy. A ring camera, key fobs, gloves, a ski mask. But the big question is connection. Can the state clearly tie this defendant to this car? And if not, is that enough to poke holes in probable cause? What do you think so far?
And both key fobs belong to other individuals. The screwdriver and gloves were found in the defendant's backpack, and a ski mask was found on the co-defendant's person. The defendant provided false information, and the defendant was eventually identified by mobile AFIS.
There's so many holes in this thing. I mean, how do we know it was him? Was he in the car? Where did they catch him? Did they go running after him? I mean,
Judge, if I can just...
it's a complete disjointed. Serenity now.
Judge, the law enforcement officers were dispatched and were given a description of 2 individuals by the complaining witness who had it on a ring camera of the individuals breaking into a vehicle. And
Do they see him? Does the report say that they saw Mr. Patrick?
just a description given, Judge. And then the law enforcement officers on dispatch located the 2 defendants nearby.
Does it say that there, or are you assuming?
Sue Burley, they advised the last direction of travel being east of the residence and northbound intersection of Maryland. After a brief search, both defendants were obtained on foot, matching the description provided by one complaining witness. The complainant advised that they made entry into a vehicle and advised they attempted to steal the vehicle by breaking the ignition cover. Due to a manufacturing flaw, upon exposing the ignition, the vehicle can be started without the ignition key. The complainant advised her neighbor directly across was leaving for work, and both defendants began to leave on foot when they heard noise. And then they found a screwdriver was found on the vehicle floorboard. The complainant advised that her doorbell camera captured the incident and provided a positive description of both suspects, both being males wearing dark hoodie sweaters, black pants, both slender in build and being tall, and one being tall and one being short. After a pat-down search of the defendant, defendant 2 was found to have 2 key fobs stuck into his pants, and one fob belonged to a Dodge that was connected from another burglary of a motor vehicle. That was not the charge you'd be here, Judge.
Is Mr. Patrick defendant 1 or defendant 2?
And here's the pivot. The judge finds probable cause, but then immediately shifts into something bigger, public safety. This isn't just about burglary anymore. This is about escalation, firearms, and the very real risk of someone getting killed over a car. That warning is not theoretical.
He's defendant 1, Judge.
So he doesn't have the key fob. It's the other gentleman.
That's correct, Judge.
He's the one that has the stuff in the backpack.
Just want to verify that, Judge. That's correct.
Mr. Patrick, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. You live in Houston, dude. You don't live in another state. People like their guns and they like their cars. And when you mess with the wrong person, they're going to shoot your ass dead in a heartbeat to keep what's theirs. How many countless stories do you hear of someone running away from one of these types of situations? They get shot in the back. It's only a matter of time. Was this in the middle of the night?
It was early in the morning, Judge, around 6 a.m.
Mr. Patrick, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with the case. I am now going to put a whole host of conditions to make sure that you do not fall through the system or the cracks, because we don't need another statistic or we don't need another person dead. Do you understand me? The first is that you are not to hang around with the co-defendant in this case. You are not to use alcohol, illegal drugs, and I'm going to send you for a test right now because I want to know what, if anything, is in your system, and you're to come right back. Do you understand? If you fail the test, if you fail to come back, it's not going to go well for you. I'm now also going to put a monitor on your ankle so I know where you are at all times. One false move, you will stay with me. I need your help, Mom. I can't do this alone. You and me together, we can make this thing work. Tell me about him. What does he do? Is he in school now?
Well, I guess I'm in school, so he did go to school, but
Okay.
I see high school.
Wonderful.
He did have sign up for a job, so he was looking for a job, so he do have a job.
Well, what I was going to do is I was going to order him and only give him time so he can go to school, and then he goes back home. And then he stays at home, doesn't go anywhere else. I don't want him out in the middle of the night. You're not to be in possession of any weapons as well. If I find that you have any weapons, if I find that you pick up a new case, it's not going to go well for you. I will protect my city at all costs. I don't care what you are, how old you are, anything. Do you understand? We will work with you to make sure that everything works together. I'm going to pay for everything so you won't have to pay for anything. I'm going to give you a lawyer today. So we just need to know what schedule. Do you work?
I work Wednesday through Saturday,
And then you're out.
then I'm off.
I mean, you're out like out working. My only fear is that when the cat's away, the mice will play. So that's why while you're at work, he stays at home. I'm going to test you like crazy to make sure that you're not using anything. Do you understand? You must stay in school full time. The GPS monitor will tell me where you are at all times. And if you leave school, try to skip class, I'm going to skip your bond. Do you understand? Okay. Shoot.
So, just a couple of years on, so him that, don't have a country right now, because he's not going to work for him. So, I wish to,
This is rare, the court pulling a parent directly into supervision. The judge is basically saying, bond is a privilege, not a right, and Mom, you're now part of enforcement. It's tough, but it's also one last off-ramp before jail. Would this kind of structure actually help someone stay straight?
Okay, so let me get you a lawyer. We got to figure out a schedule because I don't want him out just hanging around and doing whatever. If he gets a job, then we can work with a schedule. But other than that, I probably just got to stay at home. You know, I don't want him out just screwing around because, you know. Okay, we'll work together. You must listen to Mom. If Mom tells me that you start acting like a knucklehead, you will stay with me and you will earn your degree with me behind bars. Do you understand? If she tells you to jump, you ask how high. Do you understand, Mr. Patrick? Okay. All right, Mom. Please, and just hang tight and then we'll hook you up. Hey, who's teaching?
Judge Escamilla, he's here. He went for a drug test.
Come up, Miss Escamilla.
This is the moment defendants underestimate every time. Judges don't argue with drug tests. Excuses don't matter. Compliance does. Miss once, maybe you get grace. Miss repeatedly, the system snaps shut. That's why this turns from warning to jail so fast.
I guess Roxanne's not here.
She stepped back. She did tell me alcohol or THC.
He's still using. Unacceptable. I mean, it's been, I tested you once, you test positive, you tested again, you're still testing positive.
Judge, do we know the quantities and is it just THC? My client says he has not been smoking and I don't know how long it takes for it to come out of his system.
This case has been open since 2022. He's multiple times failed to appear. I've asked him to continually comply with bond conditions and he You've continually, over and over and over and over, failed to comply. Now your case is 1,010 days old, and you continue to test positive. Right now, you're going to jail. Goes with you. Unacceptable, Mr. Escamilla.
Your Honor, I've not been using this.
Test says otherwise. And now at 1,000 days old, multiple tests, you stay with me.
Judge, and to be clear, I just got appointed last time. I haven't been on this case for 1,000 days.
You're
So,
not the first lawyer on this case.
I know, but
And at some point, we have to say when. But it's unacceptable that being 3 years old, and now it's over and over.
I think the issue is, Judge, he smoked before the last appearance when he was brought in on the warrant, because he's brought in on a warrant on the new charge. And I think that's the issue. I truly
Given
do.
the sufficient
And so-
amount of time.
I know, Judge, but just for me to advocate
I get it.
completely for my client,
I'm not-
I know he was on a warrant. I know that he's on bond for that first charge too, but I think it didn't really sink in until the second one, and I've been in contact with him, my staff's been in contact with him. He's trying this time. So what's the,
No, he's going in.
all right, what's the new bond? I'm appointed judge.
I get it.
I know, so he can't,
Tell
I know,
him that we mean business.
I know, Judge, I'm just
First case is
advocating.
at 5,003, so I'll set that at 7,504, and then 5,001 on the failure to ID.
Say that again, Judge, I'm sorry. And that's my hearing issue.
So the failure to ID is set at 1,000.
Okay,
So on that one, I'm gonna do 5,001.
okay. And then the old case,
The old case is at 5,003, so I'll do 7,504.
7504. Thank you, Judge, I'll go talk to him.
So the agreement that you guys have worked out is both, he's got 4 open cases?
He has 4 open cases, Your Honor. The agreement that we worked out was a time served on the failure to ID and the latest criminal trespassing, and they're dismissing a criminal trespassing and interfering with it.
Why, you need to understand something, that you guys can work something out. I don't have to accept the deal. And I am extremely,
And this is the final theme of the day: consequences. Multiple cases, ignored conditions, no GPS. The judge isn't rejecting the deal out of anger, but out of exhaustion. At some point, accountability replaces patience. Do you agree with the revocation here, or was this too harsh?